isa sa mga homeless ng Sydney. Pakikita ko po sa inyo, no? Lahat po ng bansa ay merong ganito. Kahit anong progreso ng bansa. Kawawa naman po siya. Basahin po natin ito. Sinatan. Kawawa naman po. Meron pa pong isa dito. Oh. Wala po siya dyan.
Hello, sir.
Ito po yung isa sa mga beggar na homeless.
silent army, and that army of the homeless is growing every night. Across our city, out in the open and in every nook and cranny, more and more people are sleeping rough, scratching out an existence after falling through the cracks of society.
This is the city you know, but there's another side, a darker side, in the tunnels, the laneways.
Have you ever seen the need as great as it is now?
No, I haven't.
They are the people we try to ignore. There are many being watched over by a few.
Need another blankie?
The Salvation Army in its biggest battle yet.
We haven't seen numbers like this for, substantial years. We're talking 65%.
That's a 65% increase statewide. This drop-in centre is full, all 140 beds taken.
Where would you be if not for this place?
I would probably be on the street somewhere. I may not be alive.
Outside, they're huddled together under the lights and the noise of a prosperous city. Parliament House, the gardens, coffee shops, Martin Place, even the steps of the Supreme Court. They have very little.
That's it, that's all my stuff. I've only got like 5 or 6 blankets, I think.
And out here, gender and age means nothing.
It's a long time, 6-7 months out here.
Especially at my age.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
64.
Many have drug addictions or a mental illness, but all have a story. Jobs lost, marriages broken.
Scumbank. Scumbank's looking for me.
Hopes and dreams under a railway bridge.
My plan is to turn around and marry a beautiful, lovely lady and turn around and take my heart away.
Charity teams are overwhelmed.
150 families sleeping in their cars.
Yeah, and look, that's last sort of chance stuff. It's desperation stuff for them.
Well, I'm under the awning of the Domain car park, but I'm certainly not alone. There's more than 30 people lined up here, and they are just a handful of the estimated 1,500 people who sleep rough in the city each and every night.
At least I had a sleeping bag. Most are on cardboard.
Along with the constant traffic noise, the buzzing, the fluoro lights, it's cold. Last night, the temperature in the city was its lowest since 1983, and tonight, it's not much better. I'm not getting much sleep.
Morning and the cycle starts all over again. Joggers and commuters oblivious. The survivors focus on the small comforts.
That's nice.
What else can they do?
You've got an all right view out the front of your place.
Mate, you should walk down there, you got Woolloomooloo, you got all our neighbours down there, John Laws and Russell.
Yeah, I guess homelessness we sort of define as someone who doesn't have safe, stable, ongoing accommodation. So it doesn't just apply to those who may not have a roof over their head. It doesn't just apply to those who are sleeping rough. It can actually apply to someone who's perhaps doing something like couch surfing.
Tonight, as you sleep in your bed, 1 in every 200 Aussies are homeless. This equates to around 0.5% of the population.
Of the 105,237 people that are homeless in Australia, on any given night, 6% are sleeping rough, in improvised dwellings or tents. 17% are residing in boarding houses. 20% are staying in supported homeless accommodation. 39% are living in severely overcrowded dwellings. 17% are staying temporarily with other households, and 1% are staying in other temporary dwellings.
My name's Summer. I'm from all over Victoria, and I'm like 23.
Emma, 23 years old, and I'm from Melbourne. I grew up here all my life.
Yeah, my name's Chris Davidson. I'm 42 years old. I've been homeless for around 14 months now.
My name's Luke. I'm 39 and I'm originally from Baronia, French Gully-way.
Nick, 42 from Melbourne. Basically, yeah, I had a relationship breakdown. I've got mental health issues. I had a bad car accident, which resulted in me not being able to work because I had to have all my arm and that rebuilt. And I've got a brain injury. I've got schizophrenia and suffer depression and stuff. And yeah, had a relationship breakdown and yeah, deaths in the family, like my parents and stuff, or my mum. And yeah, so basically I lost any support I had. And yeah, I ended up on the streets, you know. Like,
I was raised in the system, so that's why I've been out in stars, 12 cracks of pigs. I used to run away a lot. Don't know my family, so when I turned 18 and I I got kicked out, I ended up out here. I've got no Centrelink, I've got nothing.
A series of circumstances. I was in a long-term relationship and that broke down. And I started drinking after I found out she was pregnant to another guy. After about 3 months, that was my coping mechanism. So I've been doing AA now for, goodness, 7 months, just shy of 7 months, probably 6.5 months. So I haven't had a drink now for 5 months. So it's just a matter of clawing my way back up now because I don't even get Centrelink payments because I don't have a postal address. So the government's got that a little bit backwards.
State and city authorities said the homeless in Martin Place were in an unsafe location and were a public nuisance.
Australia has more than 100,000 homeless, and these are scenes which could play out anywhere, where the homeless are deemed to be in the way or living in danger. Bedding, coverings, simple furnishings, meagre possessions being carried away. It took hard talking to get to this point. Police, council and the government expected protests.
There are currently 33 people here who are ineligible for housing.
So Family and Community Services said they can provide housing for everybody that's here.
Police watched over the careful negotiations by state, family and community services staff.
So everybody that was here this morning was given a list of all of the services where food's available.
Supported by a basic 24-hour street kitchen, in recent months scores of Sydney's homeless have called Martin Place home, sleeping rough directly outside a huge bank building redevelopment site and opposite the Reserve Bank. The area was flanked by banners promoting Thursday's CEO Sleep Out, an annual fundraiser drawing attention to the issues. But these real homeless were unsure where they'd be tonight. There were many sticking points, but also a spirit of compromise, which is needed elsewhere.
Never mind those that are homeless in all the other states. Yeah, unless we solve this nationally, we're not going to solve it at all.
And the homeless remain suspicious. They'd never seen such a presence from people saying they were there to help.
You know, the jury's still out. We've still got a few people who've walked away traumatised from this, who haven't been housed yet.
The only federal politician at Martin Place was a Green senator who said the people had become an embarrassment for the government.
It's cleansing the city for the wealthy and for those of us who have jobs and are able to enjoy the privileges of this city. What it's doing to these people here is shocking.
We've made sure we've had people on the ground supporting those individuals in every way we can.
About 60% of Australia's homeless are under 35. Around 30% are school age or younger. And more than half are either Indigenous Australians or people born overseas. John Haysbell, SBS World News.